As a former senior business and marketing executive in Toronto for over 30 years, being a team leader is in Bob Armstrong's DNA.
I spent a lot of time in financial services where I worked at American Express. I ran a marketing agency for quite a while. I was involved with running Air Canada Vacations. Was there stress? Yeah, there's always stress.
Having grown up ski racing, Bob counterbalanced that stress spending almost every weekend skiing and coaching athletes in Western New York. His dreams of turning the part-time hobby into a full-time profession always in the back of his mind.
I'd always said, boy, wouldn't it be fantastic to go and live in the mountains, and if I could somehow scratch a living together being a coach or working in a resort town, that would be utopia.
That dream now his new office backdrop. Searching for a change, the Eastern native made the bold decision to quit his job, moving his family of 4 to Whistler 2 years ago. Armed with over 25 years of coaching experience, he was soon hired by the Whistler Mountain Ski Club, being named executive director in 2014.
Basically, it's the full administration of the club. It's a not-for-profit ski club focused on alpine ski racing, and my role is to run the place. I just love it. I love the whole aspect of ski racing, the life skills that are developed for young athletes. They have to become very independent. They have to continue on with their schoolwork. They have to keep up their physical activities, their nutrition. There's a lot of logistics to ski racing.
And then, of course, there's the coaching. The avid outdoorsman getting to ditch the screen for skis a few times a week, coaching the club's U14 racers, or in today's case, gearing up to assist members of the Canadian national team, preparing for this year's Mackenzie Investments Whistler Cup.
It's fun. I love being a kid, and when you're up on the mountain, that's what it's all about. You see World Cup races and you see the Rob Boyds and the Ken Reeds of the world. You get a 10-year-old who thinks, wow, how fast am I really going to go? So you tend to challenge them on their own internal inhibitor or governor. And so we work on fundamentals. So you have to know when to put the gas on, when to pull the gas off. Once we get into ski racing, then you're starting to work in gates and you develop speed and line and tactics. So it's a very methodical progress to take an athlete from a skier to become a ski racer.
Olympic gold medalists Marielle Thompson and Ashley McIver, along with Mike and Britt Janik, just some of those world-class ski racers having gone through the Whistler Ski Club. With over 130 athletes and 20 coaches currently in its program, for Bob and his team, teaching Olympic hopefuls begins with a give-and-take approach.
Right? Walk, plant, walk, plant.
There's a fine balance in coaching between gaining the respect from the athletes and then allowing them to really drive their development. And a lot of that's driven by the questions.
Okay, first run.
It was so good. It was like my best run of the year.
Yeah.
It's not always tell. It should be help versus tell. So how can we help you? What are you working on? We noticed in this turn you're a little bit back. Try this. In a nutshell, we're an educator.
Many of those relationships turning into lifelong friendships. Bob recently running into athletes and coached back east at the Canadian Nationals. While some of those racers have gone on to provincial, national, and even Olympic teams, for others such as Bob, it's simply about the love of the sport. At
the end of the day, it's seeing people that achieved results that they may never thought that they had.
Let's focus right to the finish.
It might have been just finishing their first Super G or hitting a speed of 100 kilometers an hour. You realize the impact you can have on young people's lives, and you can't negate that.
Asher, let's go, buddy!
An impact in life's turn even this coach couldn't have predicted or be happier with.
Here I am now in Whistler, fulfilling a passion of mine, which is, coaching kids, and I don't have to wear a suit anymore, and I don't have to worry about the subway being, late or broken down, and I'm not taking an elevator up 36 floors every morning. I haven't looked back.
I'm Vanessa Ibarra in Whistler for Go West Coast.